Hey Gold Digger, I bet you're here tuning in because you want to learn how to start a YouTube channel or totally blow it up. If that's you, there are so many mistakes I made the first time I tried to launch a channel that I'm going to save you so much time, so much heartache, and really allow you to get in there, get that channel going and start getting leads, right? That's the whole point of it. And a lot of people do it the wrong way. So stay tuned because in this episode of #GetLit, where we crush your business in less than 10 minutes, I, Kimberly Olson, am going to walk you through exactly what I did to go from 0 subscribers to thousands of subscribers and completely monetize my channel. Stay tuned. All right, Gold Diggers, so we're gonna get into, for this episode of #GetLit, we're gonna get into full on how to launch your YouTube strategy. What are the success strategies that those that are having the rockstar results on YouTube, what are they doing? I'm gonna share with you exactly what I did to make my YouTube channel just be lit up, right? Totally lit up. And I have made so many mistakes in the past, so this is gonna really help you out. So the first thing you wanna do is you wanna respect the platform. The first mistake I made is I would take my Facebook Lives and save them and then upload them to YouTube. And the problem with that is that people can tell it was from Facebook. The way that YouTube is, they're trying to be more social with them, where they're allowing, you can live stream, they're doing stuff where you can do polls and different things. But most people come onto YouTube to search. It's a search engine. They're looking for something. They're not necessarily coming on it to catch you live and be social, okay? So the first mistake that a lot of people make, you want to avoid, is you want to respect the platform. You want to create original content for YouTube, okay? You want to create original content for YouTube. You can repurpose it. So we record on YouTube, release twice a week. Then we take that YouTube video, we do other things with it. We'll take snippets to share on LinkedIn, in my stories. We also live stream it as a premiere on my Facebook business page. So there are multiple things that you can do with it, but it needs to start with YouTube, in my professional opinion, okay? So respect the platform. Don't repurpose content over here. You start here and then share it out. The other cool thing I'll do is every time I do a webinar, I will put the replay, like this one, I did this webinar privately. I'll put the replay on my YouTube channel. So that way, if someone missed the webinar, we've got it housed here. You can also choose unlisted. So if you have team trainings, stuff where you want it to be outside of Facebook, you can also safely place that here, okay? Number 2 is you want to determine your niche. So who are you and how do you want to show up, right? That's the $1,000,000 question. But you have got to figure out, like, specifically, what is going to be your jam? Like, what are you going to be known for? What expert space do you want to dominate? Even if you don't have experience in it, but you're learning it, or it's something you're really passionate about, share that with people. Sometimes you can even take things in your corporate career and translate those skill sets over to the entrepreneurial world. You're going to have to do some thinking on this. You're going to have to look at some other accounts. But what you want to do is you want to ask yourself, what kind of account do I want to have? So although there are similar things on here that I may teach on Facebook via Facebook Lives or IGTV, because I'm on there every week on both of those platforms. This is different. Whenever I do my YouTubes, they're short. They're usually tutorial based. So getting started with Trello. I have one coming out this week, is how to use Canva. So some of those just like immediate, impactful, quick wins that people can get. That's the style of how I wanted to show up. I wanted #GetLit in less than 10 minutes. So all of my YouTube videos are less than 10 minutes. Pretty cool, right? So that gives me some focus on when I'm creating the content, and it lets my audience know what to expect. Number 3 is you want to adopt a teaching style with your YouTube trainings. Like I said, YouTube is a search engine. I think it's the second one next to Google. So if you think about the robust power of that, it's really unparalleled. People come onto YouTube to learn things, right? I go on Google and YouTube to learn things all the time. I usually land on YouTube because I like video. I'm a visual learner. So when you are on Facebook, maybe you are teaching something, not even teaching something, maybe you're musing about, how the month is going, how it's at home, homeschooling, and you're just kind of, spilling the tea, having a conversation with your social audience. That's going to be different on YouTube. You want to come to YouTube with a plan. So have notes prepared. You can see I'm looking down at my notes. Have notes prepared. Know specifically what the outcome is. What can people gain from it? Tell them what they can expect in the training, teach them, and then tell them what you just told them, right? But teaching styles are best. So if you're going to do recipes, do a demo, show people how to make the recipe. You can still link to the recipe in the comments, or if you have a freebie, you want people to opt into a lead magnet, or if you have a Facebook group and you want to teach and then have them opt into your Facebook group to be a part of your community, you can do all of those things. But when you come into YouTube, onto this platform with content, you're going to want to come in my opinion, come in with a teaching style, because people come to YouTube to digest content. Now, if you're creative and you do music or something like that, obviously YouTube is known for that as well. But most of you watching this are in the entrepreneurial space. Number 4 is you want to promote your YouTube channel. Now, of course, you're going to say, when you throw it in your stories, hey, come to YouTube, follow me on YouTube, subscribe, right? Of course, you're going to do that. But there's different things you can do. You can have people opt in to, say, Project Broadcast. That's what I promote for a texting service. So you can say, hey, opt in and you'll get notified. I'll text you every time I have a new episode releasing. You can put it in your stories. You could email out your list. But what I found, because it's not easy. When you start out, it's not easy growing a YouTube following. It's not like you just put a channel up and all these people start following you. So to even get to over 3,000 at the time of this recording is like, we've been working on this for almost a year. 3,000 subscribers in a year. I mean, that's pretty good, but it's not like, 30,000 or something. So it's taken some time to get there. It will take you some time to get there. So it's a little bit of that hustle and grind to start. Now we just have new subscribers every single day. But when I first started, a lot of it was me pushing and promoting it. So the best thing I would advise you to do is create an episode, then create curiosity around the episode. So for example, let's see, Instagram filters to make your profile pop. Okay, this was one that I did. What I could do on my wall is say, who needs some help when it comes to Instagram filters, ? And when people on Facebook comment on my wall, I do, me. In the comments, I'll say, Instagram filters, training on Instagram filters to make your profile pop here, watch it here. And then I'll put the YouTube link in the comments. And then I'll reply to to my comment and tag the people who commented. I'm not going to post this YouTube video onto Facebook. Okay. Don't take your YouTube link and post it on Facebook. Put it in the comments after the curiosity question has gotten some traction, because Facebook doesn't like YouTube links. It doesn't own it. It doesn't want people leaving Facebook and going to YouTube. Okay. So you're going to have to get a little creative with that. You can also post it on LinkedIn. We do that all the time. Like I said, if you want to grab a snippet of it and then grab some of the video, feature that out and say, to get the full episode, go here. What I do is when I'm teaching elsewhere, I commonly refer to my YouTube channel. Actually, probably mentioned it five times today on trainings. I said, hey, if you want to learn how to, use a virtual background, I have a YouTube training on that. If you want to learn how to use Project Broadcast, for example, I have a training on that. If you want to learn how to do 15-minute Facebook parties, TikTok, get your Instagram reels to go viral, make sizzling stories on Instagram, go to my YouTube. So if you can create great content that you can promote elsewhere and drive people back to YouTube, that's a really great thing to do. But often you're going to have to manually do it. Meaning if you are chatting with someone, so say you're talking to another entrepreneur and you're getting to know them and they say, yeah, you might say, how are you primarily building your business? Are you on social media 100%? Do you do stuff in person still? Like, what's that look like for you? And they say, oh, I'm trying to shift to online. I was, mostly in person, but, with things changing, a lot of people are looking to go online. So you could say, oh, actually, I went through that last year and I actually did a training on it, just kind of the launch plan to be able to build a personal brand on social media. Can I send you that training? Would that be helpful to you? Are you serious? Drop the mic. That person's going to be like, what? You're amazing, right? Like, you listened to what my concern was, you offered a solution, you just gave yourself some street cred, and now you're helping that person who's floundering around trying to figure out personal branding. See how this makes sense? It's amazing. Okay. Fifth thing I want you to do is I want you to be consistent. So many people start YouTube channels and then it fizzles out. Put guilty below if you know what I'm talking about, right? Or they'll start a podcast and it fizzles out. Same thing here, guys. Don't try to get your Facebook group going and get your Instagram looking awesome and get your YouTube going. And I say we because I have a team of people that help me, like Joey does my video editing and things like that. Thank you, Joey. You're amazing. But if you think about it, even with a team, I still had to say to myself and my team, this is what we're focused on. I mean, we went all in. Like I had to figure out what type of topics. I had to figure out algorithm. I had to figure out, view time. You have to get a certain amount of views, of hours of viewing to monetize your channel. So we had to figure out how do we get people to stay on longer? Like there was all these things, right? Well, in order to be good at it and really make great videos and great content, I had to sit there and focus on YouTube and get it going. Okay. So it took me some time and then I moved on to something else. Okay. So be consistent with it. I found 2 videos a week is great. We've tried to do 1 and we've tried to do 3. 1 didn't seem to be enough. 3 was too much to produce on my end. I just have too many things, too many irons in the fire. So you can find the thing that works best for you. If you can do 3 a week, you're like, I just want to own it. I want to get this going. One thing I'll also say, because I think I'm running out of time, is YouTube videos are evergreen. So if you go to videos right here, you can see my all-time, sort by most popular. How to structure your stories like a goal-crushing rock star. This was 6 months ago. This is just something when I was with Moni. This is like a power couple over there, by the way. But how to structure your stories like a goal-crushing rock star, 2,000 views. That was 6 months ago. There's a lead magnet in there. So if people watch it, they're like, I want to get the checklist. They can put their name and email in, and now they're on my email list. I did that 6 months ago and I spent an hour of my time and it's gotten thousands and thousands of views since then. Okay. So it's evergreen. It just keeps going. It's amazing. Okay. Where Facebook, it's like a day later and your video is just dead, right? Okay. So I hope that this was helpful. What I want you to do, depending on where you're watching this, take a screenshot, say, crushing my goals with the Goal Digger Girl, and put it in your stories and tag me, the Goal Digger Girl, GOAL, and I will give you a special Goal Digger shout out. Also subscribe or follow me if you're watching this on Facebook. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, get lit in your business and set your soul on fire. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.